like to have a warm-up board, something different than what I'm going to throw for score on my practice block. What that does is you can warm up like you would in competition. You're not going to get up and warm up on the block you're going to throw on, so you want something different. I've got other blocks around the other side of the house, but the neighbor gave me this old board, and it's pretty thick old board. If you were to buy it, it'd probably cost over $20. It'll last probably a pretty good while before you get through one side of this thing. And I just kind of nailed it up to this old tree, and I come over and warm up on this block, and then I'll go over and score myself on the other block. Just give you a demo here. Now, knives stick pretty good. Most knives will. I throw kind of hard. Tomahawk, you want to hit it straight on. Get the leading edge of that hawk sticking in that way, so you'll get a good stick on it. It's a good cheap target. Cheap, I guess so. It's free. All it took was a little muscle to get it over to here. And I just come over and throw them. Especially when I'm going for score. Another thing while I got your attention. When you're training for competition, you're apt to be throwing with quite a few people beside you, 3, 4, 5 maybe. And they're going to be throwing about the same time. So you want to pretend there's a range master there, and he's looking out for safety. So he will say, get set, and then he'll say clear, and that means everybody's ready to throw. And then you want to stall, look over and make sure everybody has thrown their knife, because usually targets will be fairly close together, and it's a safety issue. If you had a glancing knife and it bounced over, it could hit you and injure you. So you want to practice that stall technique. Stall, and the range master will say clear, then you can walk to the target and retrieve your knife or your tomahawk. Now it's important to train that way, because if you train for hours and hours and hours and you just run down and get your knife, the range guy in competition is going to be saying stop. You can't do that. It's happened to me before, and it can disrupt your entire concentration on hitting your target. So practice the stall, look down range, take 4 seconds or whatever. That gives everyone a chance to throw, and then you can go retrieve your knife or your hawk. Then you walk back and wait for the range man to say ready, set, clear, ready to throw. That's how that's done. If you'll practice, slow down your practice. Don't just get out. I'm guilty of it. Get on Facebook and say, well, I threw 1,000 knives today. Well, when you slow down in your practice like you would be slowing down in competition, it makes a big difference when you get to competition, because you can focus. It's a muscle memory. You know when you throw, stop. Don't run down and get your knife or your tomahawk. Pretend there's someone else beside you throwing, and then after everyone's thrown, go get your knife. Before you throw again, make sure everybody's ready to throw. And it slows your practice down considerably, but it'll prepare you better for the competition match, because safety is number one. So I just wanted to share the warm-up board, cheap targets, you can go get you a 2x6, 2x12, and put it up somewhere. And that's a pretty good target to throw at. It'll also narrow the field because you don't want to be running after your knives. So, all right, y'all have a great day.